Hello, NRI friends. This is Pearl Agarwal, an ex-investment banker, private equity investor. Hope you're all staying safe and indoors. We need to stay positive during these grim times. Well, on that note, you'd be happy to know that India is the only country that is expected to grow even during this global recession. Probably the best time to invest in India. Well, during my 10 years that I spent in the US and UK, there were several opportunities when I wanted to invest in India. But the pain of opening a bank account and managing my investments just never let me get to that. And that's why we're here today with Mudit, a serial entrepreneur, angel investor, Forbes 30 under 30, who created his first company, a social networking platform for doctors, sold it, and is now onto something bigger, and I think even better. So, Mudit, before we let you tell us a bit about what you're creating, please tell us, how does it feel to be a serial entrepreneur at such a young age?
Thanks for the warm introduction. I think it feels really satisfying that you created something first. Fortunately, it went successful, and moreover, it has helped people a lot, and it's still helping at these times, especially during Corona, as it is a social network for doctors. So it's helping spread the communication faster amongst doctors who reside in smaller cities to those in larger towns. So yeah, I think in just one word, I would say I feel very satisfied and all the more excited and passionate to build something big and impactful as my next venture. Yeah,
Well, that sounds amazing. So, tell us a bit about what you are building.
sure. What we're building is an NRI bank for future generation, where everything, right from opening an account to managing investments, could for an NRI could be done on that single mobile screen. Well, we have studied the regulations and have spoken with NRI departments of almost all the banks. And yes, we feel that this is possible and can significantly make lives of NRIs simpler.
Well, why do you say so? Why would it be simpler?
I mean, when we researched on this whole process of account opening for an NRI, what an NRI expects from India while sitting there, whatever services they avail, we found that there are lots of small things that could be clubbed together, and that clubbing together could actually create a beautiful product. Let me give you examples. I mean, so for example, if let's say an NRI today wants to open an account, well, he would have lots of questions in his mind, and because he's sitting there, it's cross border. He can't even have people at his home and understanding what banks have to offer here. So the questions are where to open an NRI account, how to open it, what are the processes, because each bank has different processes, and what are the best rates, which bank is providing what FD rates, interest rates. Why do they need an NRI account is also a problem with most of the NRIs. So basically, all these questions would lead to an information transparency if one, we as a fintech company would tell them, or let's say inform them about all these account opening processes and the banking processes. The second thing is the whole experience once an NRI opens an account, or let's say has investments in India. Uh, so if they have, let's say, multiple NRI accounts, tracking them individually. I mean, downloading the app for every bank individually or going to a banking interface individually is a pain. Tracking all their investments in India is also a pain. So what we will do as a fintech company is aggregate or become an aggregator of all their banking accounts and investments here on a single platform, on a single screen. So one stop tracker for them to see what their investments are doing, and I mean, what are their multiple NRI accounts, so that they can get all the information at one place. Also, there is huge pain in getting the right service partners, because they today avail services such as tax advisory, legal advisory. Lots of NRIs need senior care services for their family back in India. So they have to search each of these individually. Now, what we are doing is we have partnered with property management services, senior care services, internationally experienced tax advisors, and so they wouldn't have to, find these specific services themselves. We are the one-stop platform for them. So, in short, complete information transparency and one-stop platform for availing services and uh, satisfying their financial needs in terms of opening a bank account from our app just on that single mobile screen. So whenever they think of India, we are their support system, and we would be here for them. Yeah.
Got it. So you would open bank accounts or are you partnering with banks?
We ourselves would not open bank accounts. We would be partnering with banks at the backend, and the users can open their accounts through us on their mobile in any bank that we have with any bank that we have partnered with. NRIs can see which bank is offering what interest rate, what FD rate, and can decide which bank they want to open their account. And trust me, I mean, from a small size to a mid size to a large size bank, there is huge variation in terms of rates that they offer. So it would be a really interesting experience for an NRI to just go there, see all these information on single screen, and if they want some help in decision making, we will aid them in that whole process as well. So yeah, we will also help them understand that how many NRIs have opened with one account compared to other accounts. So yeah, a social proofing would also be there, and we would help them take the best decision possible for them.
Understood. So you're a marketplace, if I get that right.
Absolutely. As I said, transparency in information is very important, specifically because it's cross border.
Definitely. So help us understand, why would a bank partner with you and not do it themselves?
Well, yeah, I think this answer I also got after I spoke with banks and got to know their marketing strategies and the way they have reached out to NRIs in the past and how they think about it. So banks historically have been created from a physical first mindset. So wherever they have opened physical offices, they would start reaching out to NRIs in those particular cities across the world. So, I mean, the scope of banks marketing digitally is also pretty less, because the way a fintech company like ours would do and would reach out to uh, NRIs would be definitely faster and in a more agile manner compared to a banks. And also, the whole digital mindset is coming on in this new generation that has come up, specifically the millennials. So I think as a fintech company, we have more access to lots of digital tools, and the way of reaching out to NRIs would be pretty different compared to bank. Also, bank's core competency is not UI UX, and it is not even customer experience. It is trust and compliance. So I think with our competency of UI UX, customer experience, and better product, SBNRI in association with banks.
Well, I would have definitely been a happier customer if I had this product. Mudit, any last words for us before we let you part?
Not much Pearl actually, but just that with SBNRI, we feel that NRIs should have all the support when it comes to banking in India. And we are here for you. India will only become a superpower with when NRIs and Indian residents come together and create it. Thank you.
I definitely agree with you on that. NRI friends, I strongly recommend that you sign up for the waitlist so you can experience this next generation banking experience. I have had a sneak peek, and believe me, it will definitely make your life simpler. The link is below. Don't forget.